business tonight is the approval of minutes from the January 2022 reorganization meeting. I think everyone was in attendance at both meetings, so everybody's eligible to cast a vote on this. Matthew, you want to call the roll and have people vote?
Just need a motion?
Yeah, I need a motion for
I'll make a motion.
Okay, I have a motion. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Lou was seconded.
Commissioner McTurnan,
Yes.
Commissioner Caputo,
Yes.
Commissioner Keefe,
Yes.
Commissioner Ito White,
Yes.
Commissioner Garlotti.
Yes.
Okay, next we have the minutes from the January 2022 regular board meeting. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Keefe and a second.
I'll second it.
Okay. Tell me.
Commissioner McTurnan,
Yes.
Commissioner Caputo,
Yes.
Commissioner Keefe,
Yes.
Commissioner Ito White,
Yes.
Commissioner Garlotti.
Yes.
Okay, Matthew, any report tonight?
Yes, we actually have some solid trends year to date. We are just above budget in revenue and a touch below budget as well in expenses. So we have those positive trends. Our headcount and staffing is holding solid from our last meeting. And we have completed a retrofit of lighting on the rooftop level of the Patterson deck so that we have more energy efficient LED lighting there now. And that concludes the executive director's report.
Okay, thank you. Any legal report this evening?
No.
No? Right, anything?
No, the report was emailed to the commissioners,
Yes.
and the final audit for 2020 is published.
Okay, very good, thank you for that. Is there any public comment this evening?
Yes, please, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Charlie Cradaville, New Brunswick resident, editor of New Brunswick Today. Good to see you after many months. I understand the board held a special meeting yesterday to sell some property. Why was that done 24 hours ago instead of at the regular meeting? What was the rush to accomplish that? And I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but I'd like to get some information about what property was sold, how much for, et cetera.
Yeah, there was no sale. As you know, DevCo was developing the hub site, and this was a purchase and sale agreement for the buildings that we expect to be built there going forward. So it was just, there was no sale per se. It was the initial agreement that the attorneys required before all those transactions take place.
Okay, so suffice to say the parking authority still owns the entire site.
That's correct.
Okay. Can you tell me what are the terms of this purchase and sale agreement that the
You know what,
MBPA?
I don't have it in front of me, but we'll be happy to talk about that at another time.
Okay, well, I understand you don't have a public meeting for a couple of months now, so could I get some?
If you send an email to Matthew, he can help you out.
Okay, well, I'll certainly do that. I would like to, I would hope that the board would be more upfront about this deal that you've entered into, like, at least who are the parties, right? Is this a deal with DevCo, the county? What's going on?
Mr. Crowdell, I think this is the third time you sort of asked the same question. I just want to remind you that the commissioners do not have to answer your questions during public comments. All right?
Thanks for the reminder. I just want
to let you know.
For me, it's not about what they have to do. I'm a resident here, and I, took time out of my day, navigating the traffic of New Brunswick at rush hour to be here. I'll note that this board doesn't offer a remote option for people to zoom in or call in. I came here with a very simple question about something I learned about. Happened yesterday. This board took a vote to enter an agreement, and I just want some basics on the agreement. The board is under no obligation to answer my questions, but I think from a good government
We just
perspective.
do it this way. There's an agreement between DevCo and the parking authority.
Okay.
If you want any other details, I would encourage you to email the director, and we can provide answers to your questions.
Thank you, and I presume a copy of the agreement would be a public document at this point, correct?
I believe so.
Versus executed, yes. Well, it was approved, so yes, it would be. It's
Yes.
a public document, yes.
Okay, great, so I'll just request a copy, and thank you for that. A few more questions, total debt for the authority, does anybody have that number today?
Same as what it was, 226 million.
226 million. How about retail tenants, are there any vacancies or, arrears for the retail tenants?
I think the roster of tenants is the same as it's been.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's the same.
We have one change at the 25 Burgers in the last couple of months. We had a new ownership take over with a fresh lease, but they're essentially operating a very similar establishment, doing some renovations currently.
Understood, so the only vacancy would be the Kenny's Corner on Easton Avenue? Is that fair to say? In between the PNC Bank and the Red's Beer Garden?
That is correct that is not in operation currently, and I'm not sure what else would come to mind that's not currently, open to the public.
That might be.
Okay. The final point, I wanted to raise a concern about the Middlesex County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund. I know this agency is a member, and I know that they're going through some difficult times in terms of having a multi-million-dollar deficit. Don't recall exactly when the parking authority joined, but I know that some of the members are going to be feeling the pain from that mismanagement, and I wanted to, raise that to this board in case you weren't aware of it, and hope to get some kind of an update or answer on how that might impact the parking authority's finances as you move forward, and that's all I have for today.
Okay, thank you for your comment.
Thank you.
Is there any other board discussion? Okay, hearing none. We have, only other resolution on tonight's agenda is the payment resolution. Can I get a motion?
Make a motion.
Have a motion for the payment resolution in a second, please?
I'll offer a second. I'll second it.
Mr. Garlotti? Okay, call the roll, please.
Commissioner McTurnan,
Yes.
Commissioner Caputo,
Yes.
Commissioner Garlotti,
Yes.
Commissioner Ito White,
Yes.
Commissioner Keefe.
Yes.
Okay, is there any old business on the agenda? New business, that anybody needs to bring up? In that case, can I get a
Motion.
motion to adjourn?
Make a
Make
motion.
a motion that we adjourn?
Okay,
I'll second it.
okay,
Commissioner McTurnan.
yes.
Commissioner Caputo,
Yes.
Commissioner Garlotti,
Yes.
Commissioner Ito White,
Yes.
Commissioner Keefe.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, everybody, we're adjourned.